Yeah, it's a good point there, Danny.
They might have had a few more in.
It's definitely a club in a transitional period, I think, after spending some time in the wilderness. Similar to ourselves, I guess. Straight away, Job has gone through the middle, Danny. You've called that right.
Yeah, see him up there, and I see Bradley Dack played just in behind him, and they'll rotate it at times. You see Bradley putting a little bit of pressure on the centre backs now. And I think it does suit Bradley playing a little bit deeper.
It's a good assist by Dack, wasn't it, for Job's second goal?
Yeah, actually a good touch, wasn't it? It's instinct more than anything. I think it's fizzed into him. Was it Jack Clark, I think, that fired her into him from 10-15 yards and just cushioned it lovely, didn't he, into Job's path to strike it first time.
So he'll take the free kick quickly. Dennis Sirkin got support with Jack Clark on his left-hand side. Jack Clark picks it up, goes inside, possible opportunity for a shot here. Dan Neil just couldn't get his body shape right. And Coventry try and break on the far side.
Yeah, good start from Sunderland, putting pressure on early. See Bradley Dack and Joe Bellingham putting pressure on the centre-backs and forcing the error into the middle of the park.
Pierre Ekwa, we heard from him in the pre-game programme. Anthony Patterson under pressure, calmly passes it to Luke O'Nien. For the run of Job. Fadden deals with it, but comes off Job in the end for a goal kick. 36 now.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's going to be an interesting one. The young legs of Joe Bellingham there, in and around him, and relying on his experience there, isn't he? See, getting into good position early as the centre-back, dealing with the situation.
This is game number 50 as Sunderland's first-team coach for Tony Mowbray, who also spent time in the other dugout a few years ago. What a great job Tony Mowbray has done as well in his tenure at Sunderland. Ben Sheaf just playing it out to the right to Bobby Thomas. Right in front of Tony Mowbray is claiming...
Yeah, Jack's just asking for a foul there.
Yeah.
He's blocked the pass down the line and feels that Thomas is holding him back.
Of course, we'll bring you all the scores from the EFL Championship at half-time. So do stick with us for that as Ellis Sims makes his first burst. Oh,
yeah, he does
a bit
really
of a tangle with Trey as well.
Trey Hume, good strength in the end up against Ellis Sims. Gets the goal kick.
Just keep an eye on this. It was Godwin who puts it
through.
through.
Yeah, a little bit of movement for his strike partner, and see there just does enough. Little back heel and comes off Ellis Sims for the goal kick.
Full fixture list this afternoon. Premier League games, League One, League Two. Some big interesting results going in the Premier League already, Danny Collins, but we'll not speak about that on SFC Live. Bradley Dack moving things to the left-hand side where Jack Clark picks it up. Looking for Job, who just committed himself to the run. Oh, Clark goes down. Referee plays on. Not enough in that as Ekmar takes control.
Yeah, just let play go there, Keith Stroud. Couple of shouts for free kicks from both sides.
It was Eccles who went down for Coventry, right in front of the referee. Ekwa, 3 men around him. Couldn't find a red and white shirt.
Yeah, it's just a bit congested through the middle of the pitch there, wasn't it? Crying out for a bit of width.
Trey Hume turning into danger, and he gets clipped by Ellis Sims, who was running back to try and get in the way of Trey Hume, who's grown the tash again.
Yeah, just noticed that the tash is coming
We're
back
strong.
strong there.
To him. We did speak to him about him last season on the podcast about the tash, and it's good to see him growing it back because a lot of fans like the tash.
Yeah, just see where Trey's position is now, and I know he's done that a lot, hasn't he? Towards the end of last season of this, that inverted fullback just dropping into that midfield area. But I think last weekend, looking at it second half, he kept the width. I think it helped Patrick out a little bit more in that second half. I guess, you know, I've said it there, something they obviously work on in training. But I prefer him when he's out wide here, feeding out wide to him and linking up down the right-hand side.
Here's Trey Hume. Finds Abdullah Bar. His first real proper touch of the game. It's nice from Sunderland. Bradley Dack finds Jack Clark wide. Outside right boot from Clark. Where's this going to drop? Dack gets a shot away, but he couldn't get his angles right. He tried to hit it with the outside of his boot.
He does the first part well, doesn't he? Just sells his man, gets himself a yard, and I think he's just trying to cut across it with the outside of his right boot and doesn't get the contact on it right. Good build-up play from Sunderland, ball fed in. McFadzean deals with the little there. Good bit of skill. Doesn't fancy it on the left, and you can see what he's trying to do. Just gets it wrong off the boot, though.
He's also receiving the Bradley Dack and putting it out wide a couple of times. He's done that in the first 5 minutes. He's obviously been sent out with some instruction. Just try and feed the likes of Jack Clark.
Keep giving it to Jack Clark over on that far side. Getting 1v1 against Thomas.
Trey Hume just turned in the wrong direction. Give possession away as Coventry break. Ellis Sims will try and pick it up, but Dan Ballard's there on the edge. He gets an important touch on it. Dan Ballard, he'll follow it up.
Yeah, good challenge, and that's what I was saying about Dan, wasn't I, in the build-up to the game there. He loves those physical battles, and he'll enjoy that up against Ellis Sims. Times it really well.
Comes out on this left-hand side. De Silva up against Trey Hume. De Silva waiting for an opportunity, goes back. Ben Sheaf. Latiboudier. Sunderland played against him when he was at Swansea. He's De Silva. Gets his cross in eventually. Comes all the way through for an opportunity.
Yeah, corner.
The corner, first of the afternoon, goes to Coventry.
A couple of opportunities there, didn't he, to put the ball in De Silva. And the recycled play comes back out to him, and he gets half a yard this time. Little deflection, I think, and Dan Ballard gets a little bit on it.
Van Nieuwijk with the shot,
the other side, yeah.
It's Casey Palmer who's gone on corners. To the near post, and Job is in the way, so we'll go for another.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with it. Say their setup was that 3-5-2 really, and it's who's going to be taking the wing backs. Van Nieuwijk, as you're saying, De Silva on this left hand side. Communication between Trey Hume, Abdullah Bar outside him's vital.
Palmer goes again, very similar, and again Job gets his head on it. Hasn't settled yet. Comes out for the shot. It's McFadzean with the shot. McFadzean gets it back and goes down and gets the free kick.
Yeah, let's have a look there. Jack just could have gone on the outside, tries the little nutmegs, I think, and then McFadzean gains possession. Jack just gets a bit of his shirt there, doesn't he? Say Palmer on set plays. I think De Silva's over there with him as well.
There's Matt Godden involved in the mix as well. As you say, a couple of goals already this season. Godden.
Just keep around Thomas there at the bottom of your picture, up from the back, big centre back.
Palmer's ball. Clark brings it out himself. Sets Abdullah Bar away. Against Eccles. Can't get past him. Sunderland lose the ball. Now Palmer. Ekwar's late, referee lets it go and then brings it back for the foul.
Yeah,
and it's a yellow card.
Well.
I think it's a bit harsh maybe.
Yeah, maybe it's fraction late, isn't he? But I think Abdullah Bar's got to do more there. It's good play from Jack Clark. Delays play and then feeds it out to him on that left side. He doesn't do anything with it, he just runs straight into his man. You see, yeah, I think it is a yellow card, to be honest.
Okay.
It's early on in the game, isn't it? But, you know, how many times have we said, oh, it's early on, refs tend to let it go, but Keith Stroud setting his stall out early on.
Yeah, well, as long as they're consistent.
That's it, yeah, that's all you ask for.
Oh, Dan Ballard almost got it wrong and then gets it back, and Dan Neal's going through the middle at the moment. He's stretched to get there, and two Coventry players collide and the ball's still going forward. The attack's not over as Jack Clark picks it up. Coventry getting themselves in all sorts of mess there, weren't they? Trey Hume shoots! Slices it.
Yeah, slices up the outside of his boot. But yeah, great play from Dan Neil, wasn't it? As you say, Dan Ballard. Bit of an air shot with the first one, but then he feeds a lovely pass into him there, takes the midfield out, and then he rides that challenge. He goes through this one, Dan Neil, and then if he can just shift it out to his right-hand side, I think it's Lataboudier does well on the cover. Gets that vital challenge in on Dan Neil.
For the short option from the goal kick. Turned out by Sheaf. And Newick. McFadden.
Yeah, just looking at the Coventry back three, really narrow, aren't they? Compact, but
Quite
20
high
yards
as well.
or so between the three of them there. Relying on the width from the wing backs, pushing high.
Dax working hard to try and get it back. Bobby Thomas going back. It's good from Sunderland.
Yeah, it's good press though. Yeah, as you say, they're going together, aren't they, as well, and just biding their time, waiting for that opportunity. As soon as it goes back to one of those Coventry centre backs, they're away pressing.
De Silva. McFadden. Forward from Thomas, looking for Ellis Sims. Ballard's there. Serkin gets the foul. Hume to O'Nien. Ekwa. Sunderland throw.
Yeah, see Casey Palmer there, as mentioned there, is just in behind Godden and Sims, isn't he, looking to press, and he's going to be in and around Pierre Ekwa, and it's those two there that came together. Pierre picking up his yellow card. Got to be careful now, isn't he? A long time, 80 odd minutes or so on that yellow card.
Mark Robbins, 53 now. Dak just stopping the ball going forward there from Thomas. So they're getting good numbers forward on the press. Then there's a gap in the middle. Can Coventry exploit it? Well, he's right in front of the referees. Luke O'Nien's going to get a yellow card there for the challenge of Matt Godin.
Yeah, they just play through us, don't they? As you say, we were pressing quite high, and they feed it into midfield there now. See Pierre there, he's deep, screening Sims, but he can push up a little bit. And it's a great first touch from Godin. Does Luke O'Nien with his first touch. Arm comes out, and I think, as Pierre Ekwa's was, that's a yellow card as well.
So within the first 15, two Sunderland players on yellows. Palmer.
Oh, he's done him.
De Silva pulls it back. Brave header from Ekwa, comes in again. Referee'd already blown.
Yeah, I think he's brave, isn't he, Ekwa? He knows he's going to get clattered there, and he does well at the far post. I think Abdullah Bar got a switch on there. He gets done too easy. Palmer just feeds it in behind him. De Silva on the run, lovely ball, stood up there, and see there, just gets there ahead of his man, Pierre Ekwa. Gets clattered. Lovely weight on it from Casey Palmer. It's good defending from Pierre Ekwa.
O'Nien. Hume. Coventry pressing themselves. Getting it back. Eccles. Palmer. De Silva. Oh, look at this. Shot comes in. Just Daku stops it.
Yeah,
after Eccles gets the shot away.
Getting a bit of control on the game, Coventry, aren't they? Especially down this left-hand side, finding some passes. Palmer involved again.
Made a lot of passes, hasn't he? De Silva, back to Palmer. Coventry start again, but enjoying the possession. In the last game they drew 1-1 with Swansea, but they had 60% of the ball in that game.
Yeah, as I mentioned, there's just those wing backs, isn't it? We're not sure. It's going to force Jack Clark back as well. See on that far side.
Over the top, looking for Godin. He gets around his man, but Patterson's there to pick up a tame shot in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement from Godin. He pulls off, doesn't he? See it back now. Again, is it Palmer? Yeah, he's controlling things, isn't he? Lovely dink ball over the top, just in behind. In between, sorry, centre back Dan Ballard and full back Dennis Sirkin. But in the end, Godin trying to square it, I think, for Ellis Sims, isn't he? Gets the contact wrong on the ball.
Jack Clark making way, rides a couple of challenges. Referee plays on for now. Ekwal. Dak falls. Sunderland get it back though. Godden's complaining that Sunderland defender had his shirt. Over the top from Dak.
Ball.
Can Job get there? Oh, he wasn't too far away.
Nearly on the stretch, isn't he? Job was injured as well, I think.
It's just pulled up, hasn't he, after stretching for it?
That's just saying there, Casey Palmer controlling things with a good few passes, and then Bradley Dack drops a lovely ball, doesn't he, over the top for Joe Bellingham in behind, just ahead of him.
He's all right, he's up.
Yeah, I think he's holding his wrist, I think.
Yeah,
just
it was
looking
his
at him
hand,
there.
I think.
Gone down awkwardly on it.
Really interesting that he got in between McFadden and the goalkeeper,
I'm going to say he's had a quiet 15 minutes or so, hasn't he, Job? I think struggled to get into the game, no fault of his own, really. I think Coventry having a bit more possession than ourselves, but good bit of movement from him there in between the centre-backs.
He's Bart. Hume. It's a hard ball to get under control, that, from Hume to Dan Neil.
Yeah, I was going to say a little reverse pass. Bradley Dack had Akers on the other side. You can see it on the camera, but whether Trey Hume could pick it.
Spearman instructions. Tony Mowbray. McFadden, long searching ball. Patterson comes, easy, gets there in the end. It's going to be a good test for Sunderland this afternoon.
Yeah, they've hit that a couple of times, and say, with their wing backs out wide and high, it's on for them.
Dan Neil just wriggling free and releases. Jack Clark is wiped out. Dan Neil as he plays the ball. In fact, I thought he maybe should have had a shout for a free kick as well.
Yeah, and I'd say the ball's on, isn't it, for Jack? Just too much weight on the pass from Dan Neil.
Goals flying in down at Portman Road. 3-1 to Leeds in the first 20 minutes. I think the money's worth there. We'll bring you all the half-time scores at half-time here on SFC Live. Trey Hume picks up some bad passing from Coventry. And then Sunderland give it away themselves. Sheaf. Van Nieuwijk. Runs into Pierre Ekwart. Loads of space on the edge there for Sheaf, who feeds it in for Godin. It's cut out by Dennis Sirkin. And then Ekwart clears it downfield.
Yeah, good block from Dennis. I think it was his error, wasn't it? Trying to play the ball up the line and give it to Coventry in the first place, but he makes a good block there.
Coventry making good triangles though.
Yeah, it's an interesting one to say that the formation they're set up in. Mentioned it a few times, obviously with the wing backs as well, and so it's a difficult one when you've played in a 4. You're not sure quite who's to go out there, or do you want your wide man to come and help out? And sometimes you can end up 40 yards apart, and you're getting dragged about. Movement off the ball.
Ekwar, lots of ball run, and that's surely a foul on Pierre Ekwar.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think it's the pass that invites it in from it. Just fed into Pierre Ekwar, isn't it? Maybe a little bit under hit, and Casey Palmer, well, gets one back on him and picks up his yellow card. Yeah, it just goes through Pierre Ekwar, doesn't he? Yeah, can't argue with that. That left leg, it's his knee up into the back of his thigh, isn't it? Hamstring. Not too many opportunities early on, but a few yellow cards flying around, haven't we?
3 yellow cards so far. Pierre Ekwar, Luke 9, and now Casey Palmer. He's passing. Riley Dack, going very deep to pick up possession. So 9 who's up there as well. Dan Neil trying to make things happen. Gets it back off Dack. What can Dan Neil do here? Only got Job ahead of him. Abdullah Bar picks it up. Dack. Trey Hume joining in. So we need some movement in that front line. It's a great ball from Dan Neil. Ooh. Jack Clark goes down. Ekwar comes across. Running with Van Nieuwijk.
I thought Jack Clark was just going to get there ahead of the defender and get caught, but it's good build-up play, wasn't it, from Sunderland, just looking for that opening. I say as the ball's fed across into the box, defender half, I think McFadzean doesn't quite deal with it, does he? Off the bottom of his boot.
Sims. Silva. Ball comes in. It's up in the air. Will come again. Ekwar, good steal. Now Joe picks it up. Abdullah Bar to the right-hand side, also gets there.
Yeah,
a great ball into the middle, but there's not enough whip on it.
Yeah, I think maybe Jack Clark, he puts the brakes on, he's having a look, and Abdullah Bar's apologising to him, but I think seeing it back, just feeds a lovely ball in behind the back line, doesn't he? Shifts it half a yard, and is it Dan Neil that's trying to get on the end of it there, but Jack is pulled to the edge of the box.
Sirkin. So we'll try and get it back straight away. De Silva, who's been heavily involved in the opening 25 minutes, down on this left-hand side, gets it back. Sims. Van Nieuwijk. Away by Serkin.
Yeah, patient with the build-up, Coventry, and they're just looking for those little probing 5-10 yard passes into the front men. Sunderland in a good shape there.
Fads in through the middle. Eccles gives it to Thomas, who plays it forward. Can Sunderland build something? Not just yet. Comes back again. Sims inside to Palmer, who tries to release Godin.
Yeah, nearly again. Palmer involved. Those three at the top end of the pitch look dangerous, don't they? On the break. Ball into Sims round the corner. Lovely turn from Palmer. Just feeds it again on that occasion. Just a fraction too much on the through ball.
Do you think he'll be happy, Mark Robbins, with the opening 25 or so?
I'd say so, yeah. I think his team have perhaps shaded it. Opportunities wise, not too many. I don't think Anthony Patterson's had a save as such to make, has he? But yeah, they've had a lot of the ball. They're getting into our final third, but I'd say Sunderland have had good shape about them defensively. Once or twice, I think Casey Palmer's been the main threat on the ball, hasn't he? Just in behind the two strikers, trying to pull the strings.
Here's Job. Sky blue shirts around him. Dispossess him. They'll come off the referee there? Yeah. I think he might have.
Yeah, crowd not happy booing. I'm not sure what he's supposed to do there. The ref has had the ball clipped at him from 5 yards away. Is
that out? Yes, it was. Van Nieuwijk.
The problem we've got is as well, you see, because of their shape, and I keep going on about it, but it's forcing Jack Clarke deeper, you know, between him and Dennis. Now Dennis wants him back, screening that pass, and then obviously Jack's maybe 20 yards deeper than what he usually is for us when he receives the ball.
And De Silva takes it away from Hume. Shot from distance, takes a deflection. I thought we were going to have deja vu for the third time there.
It nearly was, wasn't it? Strike, a couple of blocks on it, and it almost falls for Godin there. And I think just gets a bit on it, doesn't he? Not enough to trouble Anthony Patterson. But yeah, played ourselves into a little bit of trouble. I think he's going to be disappointed actually seeing that back. And I thought it was on him a little bit quicker than maybe what it was. Maybe he sees it a little bit late behind Dan Ballard.
Too much on that pass for Barr to try and get.
Yeah, we've had a few of those, haven't we, so far today? Just the weight on the pass hasn't quite been there.
Dak trying to close the angle down. He's working hard. Oh, just too much on it.
Got away with it.
Yep.
Eccles, wasn't it? Middles were struggling again. 2-0 down at West Brom.
Great start for Michael Carrick's side. Tipped to be in and thereabouts at the top.
You see Coventry probing, looking for those little triangles, and then we steal it now. What can we do on the counter?
Dan Neil goes to the right. That's where Abdullah Barr is. It's kind of halfway between cross and a shot.
Cross, yeah. Similar to before, just feed it across really. Doesn't have to beat his man there. He doesn't see there again. But good set up from us there. Is it a foul? Pierre Ekwar into the back of Eccles. Referee allows play to go on. Dan Neil feeds it out to him. Yeah, and it's a nothing ball in the end, isn't it really? It's neither a cross nor a shot.
Van Nieuwijk. Job, can he get there? He can. With the free kick as well. A bit of a late one on him there.
Yeah, Palmer again. Got to be careful, hasn't he? On that yellow card. Dan Ballard coming up from the back.
It's all well and good if
they're just deciding how they're going to clip it in or take it early. You could feed it out to Jack Clark, who wants it on that far side, but Bradley Dack's going to put them all into the mixer.
There's a cross, jump stretches, couldn't get on the end.
Yeah, same again, wasn't it? Dack as well, ball over the top, and Jobe again on the stretch, can't get his studs on the end of it. Not a bad ball in, is it? Oh, he's in between the men as well, isn't he?
Close again, isn't he? Out by Ballard, who feels the effects of a Ellis Sims challenge.
He's let a few go, hasn't he, Keith Stroud? He's let that one go as well.
I don't think there's anything in that. I think the referee's right.
Yeah, the little shoulder barges and one or two. You can hear the Coventry fans aren't happy, but he's letting the play go. Flow to the game.
He's Jobe turning out, looking forward, looking for options. Abdullah Bar is his choice. Should be a Sunderland throw, is it? Well, I'm not quite sure how physically that was there, but Silva goes inside looking for Palmer. Him and Ekwar having a good go at each other. Gonna have to be careful of both on yellow cards.
Do you think both of those are going to see the 90 minutes out?
We'll see. He's Van Nieuwijk. Goes back to Thomas. Sheaf tries a shoot from the faithful. Nieuwijk again gets across in, actually hits Jack Clark on the way through, and that'll be a third corner of the game so far for Coventry.
Yeah, Palmer took the first couple from this left-hand side, disappointing, although in general open play he's been good, hasn't he, on the ball, but corners cut out that near post by Joe Bellingham from this left-hand side.
It's Eccles who takes it, floats one in, passing comes, gets nowhere near it, the ball's up in the air, Patterson's still on the ground.
Yeah, a lot of bodies in there, doesn't deal with it. Anthony Patterson and Luke O'Nien there to bail him out. Better delivery, and I think it was Sheath that went across to that far side to take it.
Well, Van Nieuwik's come all the way across to take this. Perhaps he's got a bit of a long ranger on his ammo. Towards the front post.
Yeah, Anthony Patterson struggling there as well. Dead leg maybe. Hobbling round. Let's have a look back. Was right into that near post area, wasn't it? Again, we're struggling to deal with it. Come off Luke O'Nien's left arm, maybe.
It stayed out.
Yeah.
It's going to be another one. You'll have to keep an eye on these ones, Danny. Same again.
Yeah, better. Just need to squeeze up here, get out a little bit, set a little bit deep.
Palmer against Dan Neil, gets a good ball through the middle. And those inches away from Ellis Sims' left foot.
See what he's looking for. I think maybe Sims just caught on his heel slightly, but he just shifts it past Dan Neil. Watch Palmer now, just drops a shoulder there, and then tries to fizz it into Sims, doesn't he?
Bar Floated one in. Dak was waiting. Frustrated. As Coventry bring it away again. Nice slick move from Godden. Releases Palmer. Palmer runs into Dennis Sirkin. It could be in trouble.
Yeah, he's going to get booked, is he? See off camera there, little step over, is it, from Palmer? Yeah, again, goes past Dennis Sirkin. It is a free kick, and whether he's picked up a yellow, not too sure.
Watching the replay there, a card could have been shown. Sunderland have to deal with a set piece.
So it was Palmer that's come into the team, hasn't he, for Sakamoto today, and I think he's been the bright spot for Coventry so far.
Palmer and De Silva over this. In from Palmer. Joe Bellingham in the way. Ekwar casually kicks it out and goes straight back to Coventry. Hume comes across, tidies up.
Yeah, it's a bit casual on it there, Pierre Ekwar, but again, Joe Bellingham back there, and it's 2 or 3. He's headed out to the 18-yard box, back doing his defensive duties well.
Big shift to De Silva, who pulls it back for Palmer. Palmer comes back out for De Silva. Sheaf on the edge. Puts it through the middle. Palmer's there. But so is Anthony Patson.
Yeah, again, on the ropes a little bit back there, aren't we? Struggling to get out. Sheaf, as it comes back to him. Let's have a look, just spins on the ball here now. And again, he's trying to feed it in, and they've had 3 or 4 of those passes, haven't they? Almost getting in with a little threaded pass. Again, just going through to Anthony Patterson.
Godden almost stealing it, but it goes out for a goal kick.
Yeah, just need to take the sting out of the game for a moment here, slow it down a little bit, get ourselves together.
Coventry showing exactly why they were in the playoff final last season. Only a kick away from the Premier League. While we were watching Mark Robbins, the ball's gone out of play. He doesn't look too happy about it.
Doesn't look too happy, does he? No, but I'm not sure what's going on, but his team have got the ball.
Thomas goes back to McFadden and gets it back. Bits of sky blue shirts in Sunderland's half. Find it hard to get up the field, this half Sunderland.
Yeah, see good pressing there and they get played through.
Godden takes it, thinks about the shot. Walks into Dan Ballard. Here's Jack Clark. Dak wins it back. Dan Neil spreads it to Barr. Barr's inside the area now. He's got any support. Dan Neil's there, who clips one forward. Out by Thomas. Only as far as Ekwar. Ekwar stops it again. Here's Dan Neil. Barr. Barr to Ekwar. Can Dan Neil get there? He can. Looking for options. Tries to wriggle past Eccles.
Yeah, just looking for that opening. I thought Barr had made a good little run in there if Dan tries to flick it into his path round the corner, but so when Abdullah Barr got into the box a moment ago, 1v1 against this, I fancied him to do a little bit more in a 1v1 up against his man in the box.
In from Hume, takes a deflection. So we'll try and build from this throw in again.
Well, so we just need to take the sting out of the game, but we are having a bit of possession now, aren't we, in the Coventry half. keeping hold of the ball a little bit better.
Commentator's curse there, Danny, as Palmer steals it off Sirkin. Here come Coventry. Palmer trying to get it back to his teammate. He can. Godden picks it up. Goes back inside. Sheaf. He's Ellis Sims. De Silva picks it up. Stands one up towards the back post, and Sirkin should deal with this. And thankfully, he does, and he picks up the foul there by Newick.
Yeah, as you say, it was Dennis, wasn't it? Got caught on the halfway line on the ball, and Coventry breaking again. I think, as you say there, Mark Robbins generally will be happy. They've had a lot of ball in our half, final third, but haven't done enough with it. I said they've had 3 or 4 of those little passes they've tried to thread in, just played beyond the striker or the runner. But Anthony Patterson hasn't had, well, has he had a save to make so far? Not really, has he?
I don't think we've seen Ben Wilson yet.
Is he playing?
Former Sunderland player. In between the sticks for Coventry City this afternoon. Daniel. Hugh. Ekwa. Jack Clark. Coventry got everyone back.
Yeah, got everyone
now.
back. We've got a lot of numbers forward. You see up the top end of the pitch there, all through the middle. Just looking to be fed out wide, I think, away from the bodies.
Surely a foul on Ekwa, but referee's quite happy for play to continue. Do you think maybe it was a bad challenge from behind?
Well, everybody stopped for a moment, didn't they, as if he got caught from behind. But again, Keith Stroud, he has let a lot go. He's let play flow. And Bradley Dack having a word with him.
Dack. Oh. Hume inside to Ekwa. Job asking for it.
Yeah, well, we spoke about Pierre lighting a strike before the game and gets that one wrong, whether it's popped up on him, but I think in there just feed it out to Jack on that left-hand side. And said early on he had a couple of runs, didn't he? But he's done a lot of defensive work and we've stopped giving him the ball on the far side.
Sheaf plays it forward, finds Palmer. Palmer looking for Ellis Sims, who might get there. He does. Can he get a shot away? Went for that near post. Patterson stops him.
Yeah, difficult one for him. Really. Maybe he can go with his left foot there. He opens his body up, doesn't he? And then the angle's against him. And I think it's near post. It's a comfortable save. Palmer again, isn't it? Look at that. You know, angle's always against him. Takes the touch inside towards Trey Hume on the slide, but then it's, you know, it's got to be some finish, hasn't it, to beat Anthony Patterson from there. Deals with it with his right boot in the end. So he come up to half-time. Probably another one of those long throw-ins from Lataboudier.
De Silva keeps it alive. Job heads it clear. Goes straight back to De Silva, who thinks about a shot. Ooh, it wasn't too far away with his right foot.
Yeah, well, 1 or 2 asking for a corner there. De Silva as well, maybe, but not bad strike on his right foot. Obviously, naturally left-footed. A couple of headers, just pop it back into a bad area. Maybe Job head it out wide there, not back into the danger area.
Well, half-times are starting to ring out across the football pyramid. We'll bring you all the half-time scores from the EFL Championship. At half-time, I'll look back at the chances in the first half, but they've been few and far between.
Yeah. So we've had a few almost moments, haven't we? We've got in some good areas out wide. I think Abdullah Bar's fed a couple of balls across. Bradley Dax tried to drop a couple over the top for Joe Bellingham.
Dan Neil trying to
Lovely
find
ball there.
Abdullah Bar. He has. Bar's inside the area, thinks about a shot, pulls it back for Dan Neil to pull the trigger. Jack Clark goes down, just wasn't strong enough in the challenge. Ekwa trying to win it back. Suddenly get it back with Hume. Popping one over the top, looking for Job. Cleared by Thomas.
Yeah, good challenge from Pierre Ekwa there, sliding in. Coventry looking to get away on the counter-attack.
Cross comes in, it's too close to Ben Wilson. His first real touch of the game.
His first touch of the game, is it? Right at half-time.
Quick summing up.
Well, I think that sums it up really, doesn't it? A minute of stoppage time, a decent enough flow to the game, 1 or 2 bookings obviously. I think he's been the standout player for, well, certainly in the game really, especially for Coventry. From our point of view, top end of the pitch, have we got too many options there? Obviously looking at Hemir coming off the bench.
To remind people of who's on the bench for Sunderland, let's have a look. Let me just get my page here. We've got Chris Rigg on the bench, Nectar Triantis, Alex Pritchard, Danny Batt. We've got Hemir on the bench, Niall Huggins, Elliot Embleton's back there, and Jensen Sealt as well. So
yeah, so you're looking at
options.
Yeah, Elliot Embleton, but you know, are you going to get
Asking
45 minutes out of him? Of course, yeah, maybe 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes maybe. You know, not played any football has he so far, just a few weeks back in training. So yeah, you're looking at Alex Pritchard, aren't you, really? And Hemir coming off the bench to give us a bit more threat at the top end of the pitch.
We'll just see what happens here. Danny Sunderland trying to get out of a tight squeeze. Tony Mowbray in front of his coaching staff and his medics and fitness coach there. Coventry player gone down off the ball at the top of the picture there. Can't quite see who it is, but the referee's going to stop play for it. McFadden,
isn't it? Yeah.
Feeling his ankle, perhaps he's gone over on it when he's landed. We'll have another look, but he's not the kind of person to stay down, is he, Danny?
No, I think he's sort of the warrior type, isn't he? He looks like he's in some pain there, yeah, as you say, holding his right ankle. Let's have a look back now. Has he gone over on it? Has he been stood on? Just keep an eye on it. See too much there with it. Is it Job? He's up against there if he caught him. Let's have a look. It just stands on him there, doesn't he? Accidental. Both of them battling for the ball.
He actually wins the header, then goes down, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just an accidental one, isn't it? From Job, stands on him. But he's in some pain.
Like you say, completely accidental, as Job, who was the man involved, enjoys a energy gel. Had a couple of them this morning. Yeah. Training for the Great North Run, running on behalf of the Foundation of Light.
Good man.
You can donate whenever you like, Danny.
I thought you were going to ask me along there.
I'll get you there. I'll get you 1 year.
A couple of weeks training needed. Tony Mowbray, Joe Bellingham in conversation there. One of them, isn't it? Run it off. Kyle, run it off. You'll be okay.
Yeah. Mark Robbins in conversation with him. Was he disappearing there? We'll keep an eye on that. There wasn't an immediate change, was there? He's going to try and get the magic sponge on it. A bit of water. Sort it out, Danny.
Hydrating the ankle.
Here's Jack Clark. Against Godin, who's gone back with him. But he put it in the right space.
Yeah, Godin helping out back there, isn't he? See, McFadden still off the pitch, is he? Yeah, he's coming back on by the sounds of it. There he comes.
Hobbling over.
Yeah, I think looking back at the game last week as well, what did we see in that sort of 10-15 minutes at the start? There's a little bit more tempo, urgency in our play, really, and I think that's what took the stuffing out of Rotherham.
Sirkin finds Dak. Dak finds Jack Clark. Clark. Well, this is better from Sunderland.
Yeah, good start to the second half.
Well, that's their first corner of the game, Danny. On recent counts, we've done quite well with corners in terms of how many we've tallied up.
Scored off any yet, have we? I think Job had that good opportunity last week, didn't he?
He's got his footing a little bit wrong. Whispers going on. Barr. Dan Neil. Fancies one. Oh, he's worked the keeper. It comes out.
Oh, block on the second one.
Still not clear. They might do it now. It's only gone as far as Trey Hume.
Yeah, they were slow to get out there, Coventry, weren't they? Come out to Dan Neil. I thought it was going a little reverse dink. I think it was Abdullah Barr he could have played in, but he puts his foot through it and keeper it as near post.
Sunderland's best effort of the game. Wilson could only parry it. Job trying to stay on his feet.
Yeah, better from Job. That's what he's got to do. I know he doesn't want to do that role, but balls into him, just use his strength back into the centre-backs. Get hold of the ball, get us up the pitch.
Jack Clark. Van Nieuwijk is back with him. And Eccles gets something on it.
He's getting a bit more of the ball now, isn't he, Jack, on this left side, attracted a couple of Coventry players as well.
Rides a challenge. Clark inside the Dak. Can he get it back to him? He almost gets it under his feet and it takes a deflection. Goes over.
Yeah, good, isn't it? I think it was, as you say, Dak there, lovely little flick into his path. Defender commits as well, but he stays on his feet, Jack Clark. Let's have a look back and say when he's involved with bright Sunderland going forward, little give and go, lovely flick from Bradley Dak there. Defender dangles a leg out. Latiboudier, is it? I think.
Yes.
Roof of the net.
Dak going direct this time. Hume's up, so is Ballard. Hume shoots! Strikes the player close range, and then 09 shot.
Yeah, someone's
comes
down
in
there
just
as well
over.
for Coventry. I think it's off that strike from Trey Hume.
Yep.
Deep corner from Bradley Dak on this occasion. I think it's Dan Ballard and Trey Hume both deep. 2v1, drops down there. Trey puts it to McFadzean again in the wars. Luke 09 puts his foot through it, but it's up and over the top. As you say, first 5 minutes of this second half, Sunderland have been at it much better.
Right in the chest of McFadzean. Thomas. Palmer. Sirkin. Seemed to get in front of Palmer there and then didn't get the free kick. Palmer brings it forward for Coventry. Ballard missed the first one but then picks it up and Sunderland might be able to advance from this. Ball didn't stick to Barr. He's Sims. Eccles. De Silva pulls it back. Palmer gets a shot away.
Yeah, just switch off on the far side there, little ball in behind. No one tracks the runner. Into Casey Palmer again, opens up for him, doesn't it? See it back there, commit. Barr comes towards it. Trey Hume's getting dragged across. Palmer rolls Bradley Dak, strike away, but again, similar to Luke 09's a moment or two ago, up and over the top.
So can keep it in, he can. Goes inside to Ekwar. Ekwar under pressure from Palmer. Gives it a Dak, who gives him it back, and now he has some space around him. Goes for the big dag, looking for Abdullah Barr. Is he offside? He was offside.
Oh. Yeah, it's good those. You know, we haven't seen too many switches, have we, really, and it opens up. We work it well from this right-hand side. Dak into Pierre Ekwar, and that switch is on.
McFadzean. Helped on by De Silva. Ekwar should get there. Ballard. Goes back to Patterson. Eccles finds Van Uwijk. Can't get past Serkin. It's for Sheaf and gives it back to Thomas. Lazaboudier. Cross from De Silva. It's a header from Eccles in the end.
Yeah, difficult one. He's coming away from goal, isn't he?
He's got in actually.
Flat ball in from De Silva. Game starting to open up.
And it's better for it as well. As Jack Clark tries to advance, gets taken out. Probably won't get that.
I think he just overran it, Jack Clark. He's asking the referee, but I think he's overran the ball there. Well, both teams are asking for something, aren't they? And I say Keith Stroud, he has tried to let the game flow as much as he can. There's a bit more tempo, a bit more energy in the game in this second half.
Sheaf. He's looking for Ellis Sims, but there wasn't really enough on that pass. Now from Patterson. Clark. Fancy one, he clips one forward, looking for Job round the back. Cut out for now. Eccles brings it away. Just behind Palmer. Palmer goes round O'Nien. Oh, it's Trey Hume who's with him. And Palmer gets a shot away.
Yeah, it's just finishing, letting him down, isn't it? That's what I'm going to say. Picks it up on that far side and just rolls inside. Trey Hume, you see it now. Too strong for him. Driving inside. Goes past Ekwar as well, looking for that bottom corner. Doesn't set it out quite far enough there, but good feet from him. Not enough power on it either. I'd say it really has opened up in the second half, and both teams having a good go at it.
Got in. Van Uwijk. Stands one up. It goes out for a goal kick. I think both teams will have a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, breather, and yeah, it's been quite a pace to it, hasn't it? 10 minutes or so in this second half.
Well, the game needed it really, a bit of tempo. Mixed start to the season for the Sky Blues. Won one, drawn one and lost one. Also out of the EFL Cup. Defeat by AFC Wimbledon. He's Barr.
Yeah, I think it does come off from there. Defender just plays it against him. He's got to give us a little bit more. Abdullah Barr there. Again, times in the first half he had ball, he had space in front and do more with the ball. We've seen it from him in the past.
Eccles. Bradley Dack. Serkin trying to get there. I knew it should see it out. Serkin's pestering though.
Just how much space both teams are carrying the ball, aren't they? They're picking it up and seem to be travelling 20-30 yards without anybody engaging.
Job. Milan van Uwijk. Big collision in front of the referee between Ekwa and van Uwijk.
Yeah, I think he's just ran into Pierre Ekwa there. Look, they're asking for the foul, but
Job caught on the ball.
yeah, he's asking for the foul there, Joe, but I don't think it is, and he's not quite got hold of it a couple of times in the last few minutes. It's gone into him there, and I know it's not his role, but just got to stick it for us when we're under a little bit of pressure. Ball into him, get hold of it and lend it to somebody.
Comes out to Palmer. I think again he was caught between two minds there.
Yeah, I think as it's come to him, he was thinking about strike, but the ball got stuck under his feet and he's just dinked the ball up. There we go.
Good ball from Hume. Barr picks it up. Job has got acres of space if he can find him. He couldn't.
Yeah, and look at Job's reaction there. He's got absolutely, he doesn't get his head up early enough there, Abdullah Barr. He's driving forward, got to see it through the middle of the pitch. Just look at it back now. Defender commits, is it?
It's a great ball from Trey Hume.
There, look. I know, listen, you say Lataboudier has done quite well in cutting the pass off, but if he sees it a little bit earlier, can he just bend it in behind him or fizz it across into Joe Bellingham's path, who's driving one-on-one with the goalkeeper?
Dack goes across to take Sunderland's third corner of the game, right in front of the assistant referee there. Sunderland fans behind that goal would really come alive if this were to go in. Dack's delivery. Palmer flicks it out. Dan Neil puts one back in. Too close to the keeper. And Ben Wilson gathers. Plays it downfield early. Straight to...
So yeah, his teammates won't thank him for that though, just defending a corner. Just take the pressure off, and he gets a little bit excited, doesn't he? Sends it straight through to Anthony Patterson.
Jack Clark thinks about the shot. Clips it to Barr. Ekwa gets there. Gets away from Sunderland again. This time Ellis Sims stops and tries to look at his options. Finds De Silva, who's marched inside the Sunderland half. Out by O'Nien.
Yeah, just got to take care on the ball, middle of the pitch there between Dan Neil and Pierre Ekwa, wasn't it? Give the ball away. Yeah, Lataboudier's after a foul there, isn't he? Feels that Jack Clark gave him a little nudge in the back. Once again, Keith Stroud allows play to go on.
Clark. Sirkin asking for it, gets it. There's a big collision in the middle. Job goes down. Sunderland still have it.
The game just slowing down again, isn't it? Coventry setting their shape.
Nice dummy by Sirkin. Dack thinks about the shot, goes back out to Dan Neil, floats one in, too much on it.
Yeah, see what I was looking for there, the run from Joe Bellingham, just too much flight on the ball from Dan Neil.
I wonder if at this point Tony Mowbray may look towards his bench. Yeah, similar for Mark Robbins as well. Robinson's got Shakamoto on the bench, who Plays where Palmer plays. Oh, Sirkin and
now
Sims coming together.
Did he get booked first half, Dennis Sirkin?
We don't know. We didn't get a confirmation.
Let's have a look.
No, he
No,
didn't.
He didn't. No, it's a yellow. Yeah, he just gets caught wrong side there of Ellis Sims. Seeing that ball's threaded through.
Do you think he would have gotten there, Ellis Sims?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Regardless, I think as well. It comes into the back of him, doesn't he?
Oh yes, I'm saying that. But do you think he would have
gone
gone
to
on the end of the ball?
Yeah, no, I think he would have done. Yeah, I know you say Dan Ballard's coming across, but Dennis just caught wrong side on the through ball.
Shooting territory this as well. De Silva's over it, so is Palmer.
Yeah, I think you'd say it favours a left footer, doesn't it? Or say Palmer look to coming up and over the wall into this right hand side. Ewick stood over it as well.
Looks like Gustavo Hamer just moved to Sheffield United. Would you fancy left foot maybe of De Silva?
Palmer just in the ball.
Van Ewick's over it as well. Could be either of the three, couldn't it?
Palmer
straight off the wall.
He was looking at that near post, wasn't he?
Palmer. And Godin got on the end of his inside ball.
Yeah, I think in general, Coventry have had some good play. Build-up play is good, isn't it, around the box? You see, again, Palmer involved rolling and just feeding it down the line. Godin willing to make the run, struggling to cut it back there, isn't he, once he gets to the byline to wrap his foot around it.
Sunderland subs warming up on the far side there. No movement yet though, as Ekwar brings it forward. Team still at 0-0 down at the Coventry Building Society Arena. Jack Clark skips past his man, goes inside. Oh, nutmegs the man and finds Dan Neil, who goes down inside the area!
It feels like he's sandwiched there, isn't it? Well, McFadden tell him to get up, but does he just pop it through his legs? We'll see it back on the replay.
Well, very interesting. Big call by Keith Stroud.
Yeah. Say Dan Neil having a word back with him as well. Boos from the Sunderland fans behind the goal.
We'll see it back as soon as the ball goes dead. But he's Dak. Space in front of him. Can Sirkin get on the end of it? He plays to the cross, it's just behind Bradley Dak and it goes out for a corner. We should get another chance to look at that penalty decision, or lack of.
Yeah, see it back now, it's Dak. No, it's that one, we're not seeing that one back, are we? Dennis Sirkin looking for the cutback, McFadden deals with it. But yeah, we'll have to see that one back on Dan Neil.
Right. Jack Clark tries to ride the challenge.
Yeah, it just comes back off him, doesn't it? Well, let's have a look. Here we go. I think this is going to be the one. It is. Yeah, into Dan Neil. Pops it through his leg. Does he leave a leg for him? He goes down. There we go. Let's have a look.
It's right on the edge.
Not sure. Not sure, to be honest. It's difficult to see. Referee only gets that one look at it, doesn't he?
The referee speaking to here. A card was just a. He's got something in his eye.
Is he?
Contact.
Keith Stroud saying, "I'm a referee, sorry, not an optician."
Right, changes are afoot. A doubler for Coventry. Palmer is making way Casey Palmer. Replaced by number 26, that's Yassin Ayari. He's just joined the club. We're also going to see Ellis Sims removed. He'll be replaced by Haji Wright. Again, as another new signing, the American. So, 2 changes there. And suddenly they're going to make a triple change. Huggins, Pritchard and Hemir down there.
Right, yeah, well, I think
keep your pen out,
top
Danny.
end of the pitch. It has been, say, quite an open second half, and we were saying there, top end of the pitch, we need a little bit more. And, well, the striking options he's got are about to join the field.
Interesting, a triple change for Sunderland could, well, will change a lot. Searching ball, looking for De Silva, who gets on the end of it and gets the other side of Trey Human. Luke O'Nien comes across with a covering challenge.
Good from Luke. Trey just gets caught slightly under the fly. It's a good switch. They bit that a couple of times. McFad's in. Trey thinks he can get there, and he doesn't. De Silva's the wrong side of him, and there's Luke on the cover.
Right, let's see who comes on for Sunderland, if they're going to have an opportunity to do so right now. It was definitely Hemir, Alex Pritchard and Niall Huggins coming on. Question is, who for though, Danny?
Let's have a look. Well, Abdullah Bar's the first one for Niall Huggins.
For Niall Huggins.
Interesting, is that going to be a straight swap with Niall playing up on that right-hand side? Changing things maybe.
Who else? Bradley Dack coming off for Hemir. That was Pritch.
I think, yeah, Pierre Ekwau's the other one going off. Maybe makes sense as well. It was obviously on that yellow card, isn't he? Let's have a look, dropping Joe back in there, probably.
Give it a minute or so, and then we should be able to see. Pritchard's gone behind Job. Hemir to the right of Job, so Job's still playing through the middle.
I think maybe Trey Hume's just gone into midfield. Huggins in behind him, I think you see on that far side.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Sirkin cuts it out. Can the new personnel change things for Sunderland? Can they go on and get a possible winning goal?
Just overplaying a little bit there. I think once we come up from this left-hand side, get the play going over the far side.
Ayari. I'm surprised to see Haji Wright gone straight up top. The American spent time at Schalke. And VV Venlo as well. Here he is. Played by Jack Clark. Ball won't come down. It does now. Sheaf.
Yeah, it's bobbling around, isn't it? We don't deal with it or come out on top with the ball in there. Sheath. See there. Into his partner, a little give and go. Into his path, opens up for him. Laces through it, but drags it past that left post. Hemmer there up against Latabuda. They've got to do more. Size of him, use his physical presence. Stay on his feet, back in, make it difficult for them. That's too easy.
Wilson. Go on and get something on it, but Sunderland pick up possession. This is Sirkin. Pritchard. Alex Pritchard flicking it forward. Sirkin remains forward. Sunderland get a corner.
Yeah, it's good. Alex Pritchard and Sirkin linking up down this left-hand side, and again McFadzean
Feeling that, isn't he?
feeling one. Dennis Sirkin as well, maybe a bit of cramp.
Immediately though, Alex Pritchard having an impact with a little flick round.
Yeah, McFadzean's not sure where the ball's gone there, look, and then just gets caught on the follow-through from Dennis Sirkin.
Pritchard will go across to take the corner.
Yeah, straight on set plays, replacing Bradley Dack.
There's a short option in Clark, but probably not now as it comes in.
Ooh,
Sirkin,
clash your heads
yeah,
there, though.
Sirkin
Okay.
was there. Everyone's all right. It's Huggins. Goes out. Sunderland throw. Dan Ballard. Interesting pass from Jack Clark there. Luke Nine and a little bit of bother. Patterson should deal with it. Stumbles a little bit.
Yeah, done well in the end there. Anthony Patterson doesn't panic, does he? Backs himself with his feet. Say the last 15 minutes of the game now. So we had a good spell, didn't we, for 10 minutes or so after the break. Made the changes now, looking for a little bit more in that final third. Try and work Coventry keeper a little bit more than we have.
Poor back heel by De Silva. Allows Sunderland to get a throw on the far side. Huggins picks it up, goes inside to Dan Neil now. Charging forward, options to his left. Finds Jack Clark. Oh, the pass was just cut out by Eccles, who brings it away. Right. That's kept in anyway.
Yeah, good defending from Luke, shows him the line there.
Sunderland come again. Dan Neil's got a man on in Ayari. There's Hemir. Pritchard. Looking at his options, he's in. Needs a central option.
Yeah, just wonder where Jack Clark is outside him. He's there, look, getting his breather in. Game slows down. Game dropping to walking pace. Yeah, from a promising position there, we've ended up back with Anthony Patterson, haven't we? I say Alex Pritchard's having to slow the game down. He had Hemir outside him, he had I think it was Joe Bellingham on the far side, but 5-6 Coventry players around him, not too many options.
Pritchard. Charging forward. Has to stop. Oh, he beats his man brilliantly. Alex Pritchard. Oh, he tried to play a ball inside for Job. Ball's not dead yet. But Haji Wright picks it up. Ayari, back to Wright. Pritchard's off his... Well, Patterson was off his line. Smothered it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. We played ourselves into trouble, didn't we? And ended up 2v2. They work it out quite well there, Coventry. So he comes into Hadji right just off the bench there. First time finish, good save from Anthony Patterson to his left-hand side. Stands up well. Yeah, too easy. We got men back there. Just a little reverse pass.
It's a good save by Patterson. Turned in the middle by Josh Eccles. Plays it forward. Godin gives it back to Ayari. Back to Godin. Comes off Ballard, goes behind for a corner.
Yeah, opening up again that midfield area, isn't it? And a lot of space. Coventry got the tails up here now. Last 10 minutes of the game. Fanzian up from the back, Wilson up from the back, sorry, Thomas up from the back.
Who do you think the ref's going to talk to? He's talking to Thomas.
Yes, Thomas and Hemir there, there's shoving going on. Hemir.
Not quite sure what Thomas is shouting
there
about.
wasn't a lot going on there. I could see him saying to the ref he's not looking at the ball, but there wasn't a lot going on, was there?
McFadden in 09 having a good ding-dong at the back post there.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? Keith Stroud and his linesman on this side got to keep an eye on things, but he's having away with the two captains. Say McFadden and Luke O'Nien. Get a piece of each other at the far post.
I don't think it's going to stop.
That's one of them as a defender. You've got to be careful. You want to get tight, don't you? You don't want to allow your man to get a run on you.
Tries a shoot. Play continues. A few shirts being tugged, and Ballard's gone down there after heading it clear. Winded, I think, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just stood up, isn't it? It's a free header for Dan. Let's have a look as you get. That falls funny. I think it's Latibudia jumps into him, doesn't he? Yeah, struggling now, won't we, to get out there, trying to play out from the back, lacking a little bit of movement, top end of the pitch.
Wilson gives it back to Latibudia. McFadden. Thomas. Sunderland fans trying to get their team going again. Jack Clark steals it. Sirkin keeps it going. Ballard hoofs it clear. John can't get there. Eccles can. Sheaf. Ayari. Pretty straightforward foul there.
Doesn't need to make the foul there, does he? Trey Hume, clever, just puts the brakes on, waits for the contact. You got a pair of those pants in your wardrobe, Frankie?
I can't see any pants, I don't know what you're talking about. And he is chasing. It's gone out. Should be a throw in for Sunderland. Job. Well, feels the challenge on him.
Yeah, he's
Fourth
playing
officials
advantage.
flagging. In the end, there wasn't much advantage to be played. Now, Job. Just can't get the ball.
Yeah, it's been one
Stick
of the
with
days for him today, hasn't it? Both sides giving the ball away.
Yep. Going to be an open final, 5 minutes plus added time.
Oh,
Touch from McFadden takes it away from the goalkeeper. Communication issues, maybe.
Yeah, whether he's got a shout or not. And to be fair, sometimes I've been there, centre back, you deal with it and then talk about it afterwards. He's not sure. He knows he's got a man in behind him. Joe Bellingham trying to run in behind. He's got to deal with it, and he does well.
Yeah, from that angle, it looked like McFadden had to get there. Pritchard delivers. Sunderland players down. Back in by Dan Neil. Big shots of handball there. Definitely hit something.
Yeah, they were after a foul as well. Coventry, I think it was Dan Ballard, got a run around, clattered into a couple of Coventry players as it's cleared.
Ballard. Jack Clark. Quite the last 5 minutes, but he's very much alive there. Getting away from two. Clark to Pritchard. Dan Neil. Pritchard will chase this one. Just sees it out. And
yeah, it's not
Sunderland
a
get
great
a
ball,
corner.
is it? I think it's Dan Neil. It's a flat cross in, and McFadden can't sort his feet out. Puts it behind for the corner.
Oh, by Godden. Oh, and a mistake by Dan Neil there. Couldn't bring it under control. It's a shot from distance. What about that? Is it in? It's not. Well,
Looked a lot closer at first, didn't it? And
well,
yeah, as you
we're
say,
back here in the studio.
yeah. Well, it's certainly on, isn't it? It's high there, Anthony Patterson. Ball's cleared. Say Dan Neil doesn't deal with it. And there's a quick look up there.
Well inside his half. If they go in. Here's Jack Clark. 3 minutes left of normal time. Oh, there was almost an own goal. That's a booty here.
No, I think, was it not McFadden? Let's have to see it back now, but Jack goes on the outside, doesn't he? Goes past Thomas, fizzes it with his left foot, and it is McFadden.
Yeah, it is, yeah. You're right.
His heel, I think.
Right. Couldn't find a sky blue shirt.
Had a mixed afternoon, McFadden, hasn't he? See there, ball comes to him, no pressure on him, just plays it out of play. And so the last 5 minutes or so, he's had a couple where couldn't quite sort his feet out and got away with it a bit.
Pritchard. It's one in, but it's easy for Wilson.
Yeah, just it's the ball low. There's a couple there, but overloaded at the far post, just too close to the goalkeeper.
It's been a decent second half from Sunderland.
Yeah, we've had a good go, hasn't it? It's been an open game. They've had a go, you know, wave of attack. Some of Coventry, one or two efforts, half chances themselves. probably Hadji Wright's had the best opportunity, hasn't he? That one-on-one with Anthony Patterson. Good save from Anthony. Down to his left-hand side.
Right. Remind as well. Job picks it up for Sunderland. Finds Pritchard, and Pritchard's got space. And Jack Clark to the left of him. Pritchard looking for Sirkin. Comes out. Job! Charged down by McFadzean. It goes out for the corner.
Yeah, almost, wasn't it? They're asking for offside, as you say, I think, on the little give and go, but so open this second half. Jack Clark feeds it in. Pritchard looking for that little pass in there. Defender doesn't really deal with it. Job takes a touch, doesn't he? McFadzean's out, gets the block in.
Pritchard gets it to Huggins. Dan Neil's there. Can Pritchard deliver yet? Dan Neil might now. Again, it's easy for Wilson.
Yeah.
No pressure on the goalie.
6-yard box yet.
Well, fourth official's disappeared by now.
Not sure what you're thinking for, maybe 4 or 5 minutes.
There's only been the subs, really.
Subs, yeah.
Couple for each side. 3 for Sunderland, 2 for Coventry. All being in play quite a lot in this second half.
Yeah, I think, obviously, if it stays like this, I think it's probably a fair result. I think neither side have dominated. They had a good spell in the first half. We've had opportunities on the counter-attack, second half as well. I don't think either team have done enough to win it, to be honest.
We understand it was 5 minutes of added time, so we played 1 already. Well, 9 comes across. Smashes it downfield.
Good defending from Luke there, one-on-one.
Huggins picks it up for Sunderland. Hamir to the right of him. Goes himself, Huggins now releases it to Hamir, who's got Pritchard on the edge. Now Coventry come forward.
Hamir too loose on the ball there.
Right. Plays it to the left of him. That's Ayari. Right wants it back. Well, Ballard clears it. He didn't hear the shout of Patterson, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Was it Dan Neil who's back in there helping out? Who's gone down? Good running from him.
Two of the 5. It's always a minimum as well. De Silva. Crosses it. Sirkin, can he get there? Ayari runs into trouble and Sunderland bring it away. This is Job.
It's not a foul, that he's looking for it.
Jack Clark picks it up. He's got Hamir and Pritchard to the right of him. Does he go himself? Jack Clark! The angle was just closed down. Sunderland still have it though. Dan Neil. Trey Hume shouts of man on. Gets clipped. Yep. Gets a free kick.
Yeah, the second half, it's like there's been no midfield, is it? It's like somebody picks the ball up and just runs 30 yards into space and then turn over a possession. The Trey there looking for an option. Clipped.
It's been enjoyable this second half.
Yeah, and I think Coventry will probably say the same, but from our point of view, I'm just thinking like, a little bit 10% more, you know, top end of the pitch, a little bit more quality. It's not quite been there.
Don't forget, you can have your say on today's game. Tell us where you're watching around the world. Use the hashtag AskDanny and stay with us for the post-game programme.
Yeah, maybe one last opportunity here now, a bit of quality on the ball. Dan Neil stood over it. Job not happy about something.
Pritchard. Can he float one in? He can. Can Sunderland get ahead on it? It's a brave one. Play continues. Referee's happy for it to continue. Ballard again. Just sticks his nut on it.
Oh,
That's a foul by Pritchard.
Yeah.
It'll pick up a card probably.
Big yellow card, yeah. Do you know what? He's let that go again, Keith Stroud. A fair play. I always say, don't I, keepers are looked after in those situations. He comes out to claim it, and Dan goes in there, powering into him.
It was nice to see the play continue, wasn't it?
Yep. He was up again though, wasn't he? Dan in there again, throwing himself about.
Yes. Straightforward yellow. Final 30 seconds of the suggested 5 minutes added on. McFadden goes long. Wright is there with O'Nien. Will be one more chance for Sunderland. Sirkin. Jack Clark.
That's that.
And that is that, Danny. Quick summing up.
Yeah, no, it was a good slog from both teams, wasn't it, really? Lacking quality at times. And at the same time, they showed a bit in the first half. I thought Palmer was probably their standout player. And similar from ourselves, really huffed and puffed a little bit. Looked like maybe we could have gone on to win it. A couple of half chances, but overall, I think scoreline says it all.